Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Watkins Dead and Breakfast. This is a continuation of the Megan 2.0 project. In case you missed our last post on this topic, it did not go according to plan, so we had to come up with an alternative solution. In the meantime, we cheated a little bit, full disclosure. So thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for the Megan 3.0. Okay, so full disclosure on the Megan 2.0 project did not go as planned. You might have saw my post on Facebook about that. Definitely a little bummed out. The plan was to take the mannequin that I used for Samara last year. We had her in our fire pit, kind of looked like a well. Worked out pretty good. People seem to enjoy that in the cemetery, so we had some pretty creepy lighting on her, and it looked pretty good. The idea was to take that child mannequin because she was kind of looking off to her right. I wanted to cut the head off and have her where she was looking forward. Unfortunately, the way the neck was situated, and I didn't take that into account, so it's my fault. When I did cut her head off, the way the neck was positioned, when I went to turn it forward, she was actually looking down, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. It definitely could have worked out in our favor, especially with trick or treaters coming through. She would actually be like kind of looking down into the eyes of some of the younger trick or treaters, which kind of works out for us. Um, the other issue, what I wanted to do, is because she had that molded hair on top. She wasn't like just a bald mannequin. They had that blow molded fiberglass like hair style, and none of the wigs you ever put on her ever fit right. Never looked right. Never looked flat. Always looked funky, and never sat on the head right. So I took my Dremel and cut around the face, and I took her face off, so to speak. I hope you get that reference. But, cut around her face, cut that hair piece off, and the idea was to take spray foam and build up inside that empty cavity where her head was. Let that set up, let that harden, and then take a knife and just carve out a circular shaped, a round shaped head that a wig would sit on. And you wouldn't notice, and it had to be perfect because you wouldn't notice the lumps and bumps or anything like that. But at least to have, you know, a regular shaped head for a wig to sit on. Needless to say, it did not work out according to plan. Cut off her head just fine, cut around her face just fine, everything worked just great for that. I ran tape around the edge of the face to kind of build up a wall to hold the foam in place. Once I started putting in the foam, though, the tape did not hold. And as I'm filling it in, I'm doing a little at a time, letting it build up, letting it expand, building more. The weight just kind of overtook it and made the tape collapse. And then once the tape collapsed, it was a cascading effect, and it ran all down her neck and on her face and her eyes. And the pressure of the foam actually knocked the plastic in eyes that I hot glued in, knocked one of those a kilter. So as you can see, this is what I was left with. Yeah, did not work the way I was hoping it would. I mean, it's hard as a rock now, but as you can see, this eye is all wonky. It's not facing forward like it was, and I took a while, just getting that glued in just right where it'll be straight. But the pressure of that foam hardening around it, moved the eye a little bit. So the eyes would have been a bit wonky anyway. And then there's all this stuff that's glued to her face. It's down on the shoulder and everything. So it was a total loss. So as I said, full disclosure, what I did was I went on Amazon and I kind of cheated a little bit. I bought a mannequin. There's no shame in that. I know some creators use 2x4s or 1x2s and chicken wire or PVC pipe and chicken wire to build out bodies and frames and things like that. In my opinion, just in my personal preference, I don't think that comes out looking right. It doesn't look bad necessarily. I've seen some really good ones and I've seen some not so good ones, but in my opinion, it just doesn't look right, and I don't want to go through all that route and then looking like a boxy robot. You're like, and it just looks kind of weird and blocky and chalky, and so over the years for other mannequins, we've bought mannequins off of Facebook Marketplace. It's become a few and far between actually find them on there now. At least not in the Maryland area. It's always down in Virginia for some reason, or northern PA, where it's a couple hours to drive to get one, so they're getting hard to come by. But I managed to find one on Amazon, a child mannequin, reasonably priced, a little bit smaller than the mannequin we had, so I wasn't too happy about that. But through some trial and error, I found a Megan costume for her, got her all dressed and ready to go. Doesn't exactly look like Megan, because of course you're just not going to get it exact, unless you buy the Megan mask and mold it onto the mannequin head. I don't know if I want to go through all that. It doesn't, it's just another thing you have to worry about, especially being out in the weather and outdoors. It's going to dry rot, and your weather is going to bleach it, and sun and the rain and the wind and the cold. It's going to mess up a latex mask, and I'm not spending a fortune for a good latex mask, or buying cheap ones every year to replace them like I did with the Nun. It just doesn't work out. So she looks close enough. I like the way she looks. I think people are going to like the way she looks once you get the lighting and it's dark on Halloween night and people are coming through with the spotlights and all on it and all that kind of stuff. You're not going to really, this is not movie quality stuff here, but it's fun. I think the kids are going to like it. I think she's going to look good in our selfie row, so kids can take selfies with Megan and things like that. So without further ado, I guess Megan 2.0 is 404 not found, and I'm going to introduce you to Megan 3.0. Stay tuned. As you can see, we've got her all set up with her costume. Just need to use some spray adhesive to affix the wig to her head, that way it doesn't fall off, and she is all set to go. All right, folks, so that was Megan 3.0. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do us all a favor, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for any future videos we come out with. We'd like to do some more unboxings and things like that. We still have some stuff we bought on clearance last year from Halloween City, so probably going to do some unboxing in the next few weeks. It's already June. I'm going to start setting up in August, so Halloween season is almost upon us here at the Watkins Dead and Breakfast, and we'll be doing some more videos for that. And so keep an eye out, look for those notifications, and thank you for stopping by. Have a great day.